Yo, welcome back to chapter 1115 of One Piece, titled Continental Fragments. Ooh, making me think of Oars, the continent puller, maybe some lore there. But before we get into today's chapter reaction, I hope you guys have had a good 2 week break. I sure have. If you look in the background, you can see I've completely redesigned my bookshelf because I got an addition to my Shonen Jump collection all the way from 2008 to 2012. If you've seen before, these two shelves had my collection, but it always started from 2009 October, and I just kind of filled in to the beginning of 2008 January, literally the beginning of Alabasta, all the way to the end of Alabasta, time skip, and then from Impel Down all the way to Fishman Island. What a collection right there. I love it. I hope you guys like it. I'm probably gonna still work on how this looks. I'm not overly happy. I think I can fill in this one a little more. Either way, I also got another thing relating to One Piece, and it is these beautiful cards. Now, these are the backs of the cards, but the insides, the first ones, are these portraits. And they're so small too, they're so cute. But the thing that really made me want this, and I think this was in the last Japanese Shonen Jump or something, and I just ordered it from eBay. Shout out to Miyami.Kyoto.Japan, I'm pretty sure, for these. Definitely order from her. But we got wanted posters, little tiny wanted posters. The newest, most updated ones. You know, it's really hard to find cards with the official wanted posters on them, so when I saw this, they were pretty cheap. It was only like $10. I absolutely got these. I'm unsure if I want to take the cards out just yet. They're so perfect. They're so nice in their little pages. But maybe I will. Anyway, on to the chapter. Let's get into it. 1115 Continental Fragments. We have Yamato's Adventure, Volume 5, getting a bento from Hiyori and Otoko. Cute. Cute. I don't even... You know what? Let me see. How did the last chapter end? Because I think it's been way too long. Right, the Mother Flame. Then the whole... Another Vegapunk speech. Right, him saying Joy Boy was the first pirate. Totally. We do have the giant coming in, though. Maybe he will be helping us out. Ooh, we're actually seeing Wano. Love that the Straw Hat flag is right there in the center. What a huge flag, too. It's almost as big as a building. That's crazy. The flower capital, Wano. The news shakes Wano, too. It's hard to believe this foreign transmission is reaching us. Now, you may be wondering how he came to be known as a pirate. We found the snail in the castle among Orochi's possessions. Interesting. So you were a pirate, Joy Boy, just like Luffy. You know of him, my lord. Ah, of course, because... Interesting. Because Momo has read Odin's journal, and of course Odin's journal probably has kind of revealed what they read at Laugh Tale, and it would have been Joy Boy's story. Interesting. So they do have this big transponder snail here, and then the little Orochi one. So they don't have a video one, but they have an audio one. Ew! Ew! What the fuck is this, dude? Damaro Black, what are you doing, brother? This, oh my god, the memes. Let me read. Let me continue. A jail cell at the G4 naval base. Joy Boy, who cares? I bet you could easily beat him. Right, Captain Kid? Duh, that man's already dead. That's our captain. The only thing bigger than his confidence is his belly. Yeah, I'm clearly a million times tougher than this Joy Toy. It's Joy Boy, boss. So fucking the fake Straw Hats, Damaro Black from the Return to Sabaody, is now dressing up as Captain Mid. You know what? I actually love Tomorrow Black for this. This man dressing up as different fucking dudes to trick people. Ew, the killer guy I just realized he's not wearing anything. He just painted his hair. Ew, and then we got Heat and Wire. Wire being the guy that was Frankie. I think the Zorro guy, I think is supposed to be killer, and the Sanji guy. No, I think the Zorro guy, because he's fatter, is supposed to be Heat. I think that's the Sanji guy is supposed to be killer. That's funny. What a crew. What a crew. Dude, the Captain Mid memes using Tomorrow Black are gonna be fucking fire. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Oh my god. Moving on. Do bear in mind, I only have access to a handful of Ponycos, but their combined narrative clearly chronicles an unbelievable history about a great war in the distant past. During that period, Joy Boy faced an enemy. The organization now known as the World Government. Wait, isn't that us? Well, he did say he was a pirate. Vegapunk! Back then, they were merely allied. They were merely. Back then, they were merely the Allied Powers, a temporary coalition consisting of 20 separate kingdoms. I definitely thought a lot about the Void Century stuff during this break. Just the fact that Joy Boy being the first pirate means he was probably the first outlaw and adventurer on the high seas, is how I'm taking it. So you have to remember, Joy Boy had his own allies. He has the Mermaid Princess, right? The Shandians. He has Wano. He has... It's like all the races, the giants, right? So he had his own allied powers that he probably met on his journey just like Luffy did, right? He had his crewmates. Zunisha could be a crewmate. Hiyori could be a crewmate. We don't know, right? We'll find out. But basically, I'm seeing Joy Boy's adventure mirroring Luffy's adventure, but being kind of the first one to travel from country to country, not nearly as a merchant, but as a pirate, right? As someone who is free. And of course, there are these people that want to stamp out freedom. There's always people that want power, right? There were countries that he would come to and they'd be angry at him for coming to their country, obviously. So I could totally see that then having like this coalition of kingdoms that basically were like, fuck this guy and fuck his kingdom, and he's like gaining way too much power because he's friends with the giants and shit. Like, he's making friends. We gotta come together so that in case he does something, we can do something back. But then maybe someone took power, someone took control over that and decided, you know what, fuck it, we'll attack, right? We'll see, but that's kind of my theory on it. And then, interesting, Alabasta was originally one of the 20 in the coalition that went against the Ancient Kingdom and Joy Boy, but then maybe Lily felt like what she did was actually wrong, maybe realized that the hunger for power that maybe Emu had at the time is actually bad, and their plan is bad, and wanting to take over the world is bad, you know. Anyway. Moving on. We got Mars. Knocking out the Denden Mushi with his Conqueror's Haki, brother. He is pissed because he can't stop. Or no, is he going to, no, where is he? Because Saturn got to the transmission. He's at the brain. No, Saturn got to the Mother Flame. He's at the brain. So he's like, fuck, I can't stop this transmission. So he's trying to conquer everything. That's great. Okay, maybe we're gonna get some stuff I just said told to us right here. It can be assumed that an alliance was the only feasible way to oppose the formidable faction to which Joy Boy belonged. Ooh, belonged. Didn't specify that he made it, or was the leader of. He belonged to it. I am afraid that the cause of this conflict still eludes me, so I do not presume to judge the morality of the combatants. I can, however, say that this war was a clash of two opposing ideologies, as it usually is in war. War never changes. I mentioned earlier that Joy Boy was born into a fantastical civilization. Zoe hearing this? Is Zoe perceiving? A fantastical civilization that what? Had all of the different races? Possibly? A bastion for a kingdom such as Big Mom would want, right? Where everyone could sit at the table alongside each other? That's what I'm thinking. One so advanced that it is hard to believe it existed over 900 years ago. The weapons that existed during this century-long struggle are far beyond our modern science. That's amazing! Oh, we got Carrot as the leader now of both the night and the day. We have Wanda and Shishilian, which were both actually, I think, the day. They were both Inuyarashi's musketeers. They weren't like, yeah, I think so. Ew, Foxy with his mustache. Yo, Time Skip Fox. Have we seen Time Skip Fox? I think this is the first time. Ew, look at his little boat. What's that peanut head fool saying? Aw, boss, you're making me hungry. Such technology is baffling, even to a genius such as myself. He's so big-headed. And therein lies our problem. Such technology is baffling, even to a genius such as myself. And therein lies the problem. Labostratum. Gotcha. Stussy! I don't know who's saying this. Oh no, it's Edison. Stussy. Huh? It's me. Edison? Kaku's just chilling in his bubble. He's like, oh, I'm getting my strength sapped right now. Like, I don't lower the barrier and hightail it out of there. But I can't. What if something were to happen in Straw Hat Crew? I'm gonna be straight with you. There ain't no point in the barrier no more. Not when there are monsters on the island who can ignore it. Goddamn truth. Goddamn truth right there. I love how the Gorosei are just emitting their conquerors. That's great. Just all the Dendenmushi going down. That's fantastic, dude. We've done all we can for them. I'm sure they'll make it somehow. How much longer, Jinbei? My apologies. We're almost there. There's nothing to apologize for. We were busy. Is that you, Zoro? You're gonna get it later. Oh, that's probably, that's Nami to Zoro. Is that you, Zoro? You're gonna get it later. For stalling Lucci for half a year and then being unable to fucking defeat him. Bitch. No, I'm joking. I love Zoro. We got Zoro right there. Look at him. Also, let me know how you like the bookshelf. Is there anything you think I should change about it, you know? Now hurry up. They're moving their ships to blockade the northeast coast. Nami looking. Mwah. I'll never forgive you if we get blasted out of the water after all this. We got the, is the Elbaf ship leaving? No, I think it's still waiting for them. Still waiting for them. Well, that's good to hear. I was worried Stella would never forgive me if I let them get caught. As if. Now get your ass out of there. But I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, but I don't know what to do with myself. Huh? Now that Stella's gone, who am I meant to live for? I have no purpose. Damn, Kaku. He's like, purpose? Bitch, you're working for CP0. What do you mean? Interesting. Stussy, people have compared Stussy to the girl from Thriller Bark Cindy, like a kind of like a zombie, a resurrection, like someone that is working for someone else, doesn't have their own kind of free will. But Stussy clearly does, right? But even here, she's implying like it's not even about free will; it's about purpose, and that's interesting. I wonder how Kaku and Lucci are gonna feel after this. Are they gonna have their own rogue little squadron? Because I think they probably bonded with Stussy a little bit, right? You could assume. Don't let him use his sword. This geezer can cut anything. Don't let. Who's saying this? Is it Bonnie? Damn! Not Oimo or Kashi grabbing Gandhi by the tail, grabbing Venus Juro by the tail. Don't let him use his sword. This geezer can cut anything. Did Kashi get cut? Sense the living voices. He kicks him in the face. Gah! Bonnie! Bonnie, get down! Oh, that's Frankie. Damn, Frankie MVP of Egghead, dude. I know, like, it is his arc in a way where he's not really getting like a highlight in the Vegapunk sense, but god damn it, Frankie's been a fucking MVP this arc. Bonnie, get down! Clotheslines her so that Venus Juro can miss. Yeah. God damn. I still feel like calling him Gandhi though. I could just call him Juro. Oh! Ah! And she got smaller. Cuts off the head, the not mantle. The fuck am I? The figurehead of the Elbaf ship. Damn. Which is probably massive, if we can imagine. I can't maintain distorted future for very long. So she maybe not by choice got smaller, right? It was forced. A little bit of a forced transformation there. Back to Vegapunk. God damn, this is gonna go crazy in the fucking anime with like action. Every time there's a Vegapunk monologue over action, like I can just picture it. You know, it's gonna go so hard. The Void Century ended with the Joy Boys' defeat. Damn, and we see the giant, the Iron Giant, and we see Zoe. Companions, like crewmates. How much do you intend to save, Vegapunk? He's leaving. How much do you intend to save, Vegapunk? There are too many life forms up here. I'm shaking a little bit. So this man, oh, I just saw it. Gandhi jumps off of Egghead, jumps off of the Labostratum. Or no, was he? No, he was on the ground. No, he was on the Fabriostratum. He was where the boats are. Bro jumped upwards. With one leap, jumped to the Labostratum. And cuts it in half. Cuts the cloud with like an underground facility within the oh, that's where Vegapunk was probably captured, right? Where Shaka was killed. Dude, bro just cuts it in half. He's like, fuck everyone on the Labostratum. This shit's falling. I'm killing all of you. This might be. I mean, listen. I'm a Law fan, man. We love him cutting Punk Hazard, cutting the mountain. With how big these fucking palm trees are, I think this is an even greater feat, especially because it's not like using room. Like, Law using room made it easier for him to cut that mountain, right? The fact that he had the radius of room was the craziest part. But this is purely swordsmanship right now. This is pure swordsmanship. God damn. We knew Venus Juro was a bad boy. But god damn. Oh, there's some Vegapunk, alright. The Void Century ended with the Joy Boys' defeat. But the aftermath had grander consequences. The wake of that ancient civilization, the wake of that ancient conflict scarred the world. And those scars never healed. Damn. So he's like trying to destroy the labostratum so it not only falls, but falls onto the fabriostratum. What the? And all the CP agents that are held captive down there see the cut. Oh! All the Seraphim shocked by the pure, I don't even know, the power, the strength, the riz of Gandhi over here. Ah! Oh, because they were also captured in it. So him cutting it, I'm trying to understand. Now they're falling to the fabriostratum. Is that what I'm understanding here? He cut the imprisoned CP members, and now they're all and the captured Seraphim, and now they're all falling down to the ground. I'm seeing crazy shit on the left. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep reading. We all know travel. Oh, goodness gracious, we're talking about travel in the One Piece universe. Those scars never healed. What more do you have to tell us, Vegapunk? We all know travel between islands can be excruciatingly difficult. The seas one must traverse, I'm not looking, are so vast and perilous. Most people are content to live and die at their place of birth, never experiencing any culture other than their own. True. Isn't that a bit obvious? Yeah, everyone knows the seas are dangerous, but was it made that way on purpose? That is common knowledge to us now. But it wasn't like that 1,000 years ago. A cataclysmic ecological disaster occurred during the Void Century, and the ancient world was swallowed by the ocean. We are now living atop of the remnants, continental fragments, title drop, of the land masses that once were. The world of a millennia ago sleeps, unseen, at the bottom of the ocean. Say what? All the revs. And then Sabo's just thinking. He's like, I know what I fucking saw. These motherfuckers, dude. Damn, and look at this panel. I'm curious where, I feel like Egghead specifically, Vegapunk chose Egghead and Punk Hazard specifically. Maybe not Punk Hazard. And maybe not even Egghead because he didn't have the information at that point. But it feels like there has to be something. I feel like the government locations, Impel Down, Annie's Lobby, Marineford, that triangle, plus the triangle that Thriller Bark was going through, the Bermuda Triangle thing, and of course the triangle, the gates, right? The gates between Annie's Lobby and stuff. Those are protecting something. Those are absolutely stopping free people from fucking getting. So either the Ancient Kingdom is there, or some. What are we seeing here now, though? Where is this location that we are seeing currently? That's fascinating. And considering how big the ocean is, and considering how big people have measured the One Piece world to be, you know, it's a needle in a haystack. Right? We barely know shit about our own ocean. And you're talking about fucking sea kings and shit the size of mountains. So no one's going to be doing research. I thought it was the end of the chapter, I'll be honest. I know it is hard to believe on my word alone, but there really were multiple vast continents back then. This is insane. Hey, Nojiko, where do you think you're going? The whole world is at stake. Fill me in later. I've got to check on the tangerine orchard. Nojiko! Because what can you, as a civilian, as a normal person, what can you do? Right? She's right. Let me go to my peaceful place. Let me collect myself. I don't need to hear the rest. This change in the world helps explain how a century of history could be censored. A feat that seems nigh impossible, but it makes sense when you consider the undeniable conclusion all the data points to. Within a mere century, the average sea level rose by a staggering 200 meters. That's wild. That's entire islands. These islands aren't islands. They're continents under the water. These are only the peaks. The peaks of these places. What? You're kidding me. 200? Now the Marines reacting. A warship's only 60 meters tall. No wonder the old world disappeared. Hey, stop listening to this crap. We have work to do. The Seraphim and all those imprisoned Cypherpole agents were spotted falling out of the lab building. So is the bottom of the lab falling? I'm kind of confused what's going on with the labostratum right now. We gotta rescue them. What? Did you hear that? Is this Mocktown? His tall tales keep getting taller. The old fart's lost his marbles. What a joke. Sakura Kingdom, Chopper's hometown. Is that really possible? Doctorine, what do you know? How long have you lived, baby? Even now, the world still finds a way to keep things interesting. Damn, our Doflamingo over here. Fucking, who thought the Doflamingo and Doctorine would have something in common? That mountain is around 200 meters. You're saying that tall would... You're saying something that tall would be submerged? That's awful. How many people died? And we got, oh, what's her name? Color Trap Girl. Who actually, recently a casting call went out for live action for her. Can't wait for that. But clearly she's going to have a role 10 seasons in, right? Dude, this chapter is long. 3 minutes left. That begs the question. How and why? That begs the question. How and why did such a flood occur? Naturally, your first inclination might be to assume it was some kind of natural disaster. However, I can say for certain that it was no such thing. It was a man-made calamity. Golly la. Morgan's, you can't be serious! Vivi's holding him like, motherfucker, I'm listening. My ancestors had to do with this, alright? I'm a big part of this. Let me hear it, Morgans. If this catastrophe was brought about by natural means, there would be records denoting early warning signs several centuries earlier. But it was a severe world-altering event after all. It was a severe world-altering event after all. But all of my research into meteorology, geology, ecology, and atmospheric science confirmed that there was no such natural buildup. It is impossible for such a drastic change to happen spontaneously within the span of a mere 100 years. Meaning the cause lies elsewhere. My suspicions were confirmed a few days ago when I analyzed the world's current sea levels. This would be hard to accept, but that disaster 800 years ago was caused by ancient weapon technologies capable of sinking the world. And we have the Gorosei, we have Mars, Saturn, Mercury. Oh, I scrolled down and saw Emu Baby. And that very same firepower evidently still exists, just waiting to be used again. In other words, that great war which ravaged the world during the Void Century is still ongoing. The genius sheds light on a forgotten history. Oda, you're cooking hard, brother. I mean, we've theorized, right? This isn't any real new information, but you getting Vegapunk to tell the whole world what the Gorosei and Emu have been doing to them? Now, him saying ancient weapon technologies, I think we can assume it's Uranus. We haven't seen Uranus, right? We got Poseidon being Shirahoshi. We got Pluton hidden in Wano. But Uranus is nowhere to be seen. And with it only being able to activate with ancient technology, similar to the Mother Flame, it is no question that Imu wants to perform another, as they say, great cleansing. I'm going to end the chapter reading there, 30 minutes. I'll see you guys next week. No break. Peace out. Bye-bye.